The media landscape has dramatically changed over the last few years, fueled by digital and mobile technology. On PSFK.com each day, it's our job to track those changes, analyze them, and predict the future. One industry that has been dramatically affected by these changes is media buying. We decided to ask some of the key players in that industry to talk to us about what skills a digital media buyer would need today for a successful career.
You have to be a consumer of media. You shouldn't be talking about Facebook if you're not on Facebook. You shouldn't be talking about Foursquare if you've never even checked in anywhere. Because I feel like personally, it's really important that when you talk to a potential client or a client, that you understand things not from an abstract point of view, but from a usability and hands-on point of view.
I think one of the things, a challenge that I often come across is there's so much information out there and so many new innovative trends. It's staying on top of them all and making sure that whatever I bring my client is right for my client and right for the strategy at hand.
Our industry is changing so fast that staying current is extremely important. So being curious about what's coming down the pike is important, but also being curious about what's possible. And kind of pushing the envelope wherever possible.
I consume so much content during the day, it's ridiculous. I am like constantly reading up on, my browser is literally like publications, like icons of publications, and it's just like reading through them throughout the day. So I think like a thirst for new information is sort of kind of what keeps me relevant.
And I always say that my worst nightmare is a client coming to me and saying that they read some big news story and they want to know how it's going to impact their business before I've even had a chance to hear about it. So I think that's really just the biggest thing, understanding the new players in the space, taking the time to meet with all of them too and fully understand what their capabilities are.
Your job is to be out in the streets, knowing the trends, meeting people, so that way you can kind of put that knowledge into whatever media plan you're going to make to reach the kind of people that you've met along the way, like bringing up people that you remember and be like, how could I reach them? Oh, this person told me about this. Like, just being out there constantly. That's the biggest advice I can give to someone.
So everyone was new at some point and everyone was small. So in media, you should meet with the new guys, you should listen to the new guys and really explore different ideas with them, because even if something isn't necessarily on your client's radar right now, doesn't scale or doesn't fit into the strategy that you're working on, it will at some point. So it's important to stay on top of those ideas, be out there meeting new people, and be curious about how they can help you achieve what you need to do.
I think it's really important for someone entering the business to ask as many questions as they can ask. To not be afraid of the technology that's out there, because in order to break down a program, you have to understand what goes into a program, and from the technical side. So if you're serving an ad, what does that mean? What is a click command? What are those things that make something work?
A key skill is curiosity, and media buyers need to have a desire to learn and to follow the trends in the industry.